Hello everybody and welcome to another knockoff review. In today's video, thanks to the team over at Toys, we're taking a look at the 7th member of the mechanical team. This is part of Mechanical Alliance's Oversized Studio Series Devastator. This is their take on Overload. It is the MT-07 and he is a big chunk of a bot, die cast in his feet there. Really nice heft to him, really does kind of look the part, very menacing indeed. I really enjoy him. Was a little bit underwhelmed with MT-08, their scavenger. I'll cover that in the next video, but he didn't really strike me as large as he kind of could have been, but this is a big bot. I've got some little scuffs along my canopy section. Let's see how he looks with the rest of his team. I mean, I had to kind of come right back to try and get most of them in the shot, but it gives you an idea of just how big they are. A lot going on here, isn't there? These are big bots, way bigger than the Studio Series alternatives. I don't actually have the Studio Series anymore. I sold the Studio Series. I sold the Devil Savior versions, just holding out for these ones. They're cheap, cheerful, detailed, and should do exactly what I need them to. Let's just bring in the MPM Prime to give you an idea of how these fare. Just snuck him in there. So these all scale pretty well with that MPM series, but at the same time, if you want some really gigantic Constructicons, then I think these could definitely work just with your Studio Series. I mean, these are all Voyager to Leader class, if not Ultra class, if that's still a thing. And yeah, these look incredible as a team, don't they? Now, in terms of accessories, it comes with the back end of the cement mixer. That's what helps him join on to Mixmaster, and he comes with the smokestack as well. I'll show you where that goes, but just look at all of that detailing. Really nice head sculpt there. Love all the paint deck. Has a bit of weathering there. Is that weathering? Is that damage? Might be a paint scuff, but I'll take that. Kind of adds to it anyway, doesn't it? And we get articulated hands, articulated arms, articulated pincers that can move in and out. Everything kind of rotates. Everything's on mushroom pegs. Friction joints on those legs. Big, sturdy feet. Just a solid lump of a figure. Genuinely very impressed. Something kind of very overwhelming about him. Now, I've transformed these up. I've combined them, and to be honest, the combiner mode is okay. I actually prefer their bot modes though. I think the bot modes have the most going for them, just due to the size and the paint schemes used. But I'll get them transformed up here in this video. We'll transform him up, and then for the combiner video, I'll transform them all together so you can see them all in their vehicle modes, and then I'll teach you how to combine them. So, I mean, I know it's not the exact place it could live, but it slides in there quite nicely and tucks away. And I never really got how big, chunky, and powerful he is, and then he gets this little little pincery, stingy thing up here on top. Is that hey? The actual official place for this is to go in here. That's where it's actually meant to go. It's meant to slide in here. Come on, in you go. It's going to go like that. Like this, and then this comes in, but it then doesn't close up as nicely. But that's officially where it's meant to go, and this could even kind of tab in and sit underneath like a diaper, but I don't like that. Articulation wise, the head can look up, down, left and right on a ball socket. Lots and lots of range there. We've got very clunky solid ratchets, scarily so on those. We've got rotation on here. We've got those double jointed bends. We've got the additional articulation on the hands and the arms, as well as on those pincers. No waist rotation, because this is quite a big chunk here, but we do have friction here. We have, come on, bend on that leg there, which can act quite nicely as a knee bend. It doesn't go the deepest, but you kind of angle the wheels accordingly to give the perception of a deep knee. And we have some ankle pivot as well. So he's not the most articulated out of his team, but he definitely looks kind of one of the nicest, in my opinion. I mean, look at that stance as well. You've got such magnitude to him. Just those extra arms, isn't it? You've got the ability to give those a little rotate as well. Makes him all that more dynamic, I think. Oh, something about him, isn't it? That's fabulous, isn't it? Anyway, I'm digressing. Let's stop gushing over him and start the transformation. You want to bring that weapon section down, the head piece. That's going to come all the way down, so it sits by the crotch. And this section here is going to come up like so. This rotates like so. And that's going to sit in behind like so. And that's going to tab in to that arm like this, and then that's going to come up, square off this joint. This is going to rotate around like so, and this is going to collapse, making sure that this section arches up. We can then see that this is going to line up with this tab here and this tab here, pushing those in. Then want to rotate these so they face upwards. It's a really strong hinge, and we can bring those into the center, and those are gonna join and push and tab together incredibly securely. God, that's really firm connection. Bring the torso piece into the center, giving that a little tap. That's a really kind of solid hinge that allows this to then rock backwards. This is going to move. This here will come upwards like so. This can come down. This can come down. This can rotate. This can rotate. This will come up and over. Like so. So it now sits at the front of this section. That then allows this piece here to drop with these wheels rotated around, the front section can now tab in together and locate. God, that's again a really tight fit. And now that that's straight, you can bring this other wheel down, and lifting that torso piece on that hinge, supporting it from the back, allows us to flick these wheel tabs in, and they're going to push and secure and lock that torso and these panels into place. This then slides along this slider, comes back and tabs in, and then this is going to come down, and once these are all squared off, this will come in, it's push and tab here, and these 2 points here. So you're left with something that looks like this, but I've now realized I think this is on the wrong side. I should have put it, come on, over this side, shouldn't I? That's better. There, that's there, that's now clear. Press this up, push this up, so they're both clear. And there we have him in his gigantic vehicle mode. It does exactly what you need it to. If you apply a little bit of pressure there, all of those wheels roll. You can attach this, it can go on up here. You don't need it, not in this form, but that's a big vehicle. That's MP10, to give you an idea of just how big. If you watched my unboxing video, here's a quick little glimpse. I had him alongside MPM Ironhide, and this just really kind of solidifies my idea that the bot modes are kind of MPM scale, but these vehicle modes, these in my opinion are how big the Studio Series should have been. These are kind of Studio Series size vehicles, because this is how big these things are in real life. And because I had him to hand, here's the MechFan Toys Thomas. As I mentioned, I will get all of these converted up into their vehicle forms for the purpose of the combiner. As we can see, vehicle, bot and combined form. But it's just too much for the one video. It's a lot of work to do these. But yeah, look at that. You imagine that's the door, isn't it? That's a door for somebody to climb into. Just how big this thing is. It's a monster. A lot of heft to it. Haven't gone over the top there really with any paint apps. Would have liked a little bit more, I guess, in terms of paint applications, but I'll take that. I'll take that as a gigantic figure. Highly recommend these. If you haven't got any version of Devastator, go out and get these. These are incredible and extremely great value for money. You get so much plastic and die cast for your buck. It's crazy. I'll include a link in the description below where these can all be purchased. The next video will be Scavenger, and then the following video will then be the Devastator combined. All of these are going to be in the Mechanical Alliance playlist, which will be linked at the end of the video. And until next time, for myself and the rest of the Collectables household, thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.